Navigating bad relationships. Lessons in growth and self-improvement. Welcome to the Forthright Realist channel. I day speak my mind and I go still speak more. In today's video, we will be talking about bad relationships and why they happen. In this video, we will explore the concept of bad relationships and what we can learn from them. We will discuss why bad relationships happen, how we can handle them, and what we can do to move on and embrace the present. Lastly, we will discuss how we can use these experiences to become better individuals and achieve success and optimism in our lives. Why things happen can't be changed because life is a journey. As humans, we all experience bad relationships at some point in our lives. These relationships can take many forms, such as romantic relationships, friendships, family relationships, or work relationships. Regardless of the type of relationship, they all have one thing in common: they can be difficult and emotionally challenging. But why do bad relationships happen, and what can we do about them? It's important to remember that life is a journey, and part of that journey involves going through difficult times and learning from them. Bad relationships happen for a reason, and we can use them as opportunities for growth and self-improvement. While we can't change the past, we can learn from it and use those lessons to shape our future. Instead of dwelling on the negative, we should focus on the positive and use these experiences to become better individuals. One reason bad relationships happen is that we are all unique individuals with different needs, desires, and goals. When we enter into a relationship with someone else, we bring these unique qualities with us. Sometimes, these qualities are compatible and the relationship thrives. Other times, they clash and the relationship falls apart. It's essential to understand that this is a natural part of the human experience. We are all different, and it's okay if we don't always get along with everyone we meet. Another reason bad relationships happen is that we often enter into relationships without truly knowing ourselves or what we want. We may feel pressure from society or our peers to be in a relationship, or we may be looking for something that we think we want but don't truly need. When we enter into a relationship without a clear understanding of ourselves, correct the previous mistakes that failed us, work on ourselves and be ready for a new relationship, we are setting ourselves up for failure. It's important to take the time to get to know ourselves and what we want before we enter into any type of relationship. Please stay tuned and don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more interesting and life-changing videos. Thank you. The way we handle bad relationships matter. When we find ourselves in a bad relationship, it's essential to handle it with grace and positivity, rather than falling into a pattern of negativity. This can be challenging, especially when our emotions are running high, but it's important to remember that how we handle the situation will determine the outcome. Here are some tips on how to handle bad relationships. Communicate openly and honestly. One of the most common reasons relationships fail is a lack of communication. It's important to communicate openly and honestly with the other person, even if it's difficult. Be clear about your needs and desires, and listen to the other person's perspective. Set boundaries. If the other person is not respecting your boundaries, it's essential to set them. This may mean ending the relationship or coming to an agreement to make things work. Boundaries are crucial for maintaining healthy relationships, and they should be respected by both parties. Take responsibility for your actions. It's important to take responsibility for our own actions and how they may have contributed to the relationship's failure. This means acknowledging our mistakes and learning from them. Practice self-care. When we're going through a difficult time, it's essential to take care of ourselves. This means getting enough sleep, eating well, and engaging in activities that bring us joy and happiness. Learning to move on and embrace the now. Once we've handled the bad relationship with grace and positivity, it's time to move on and embrace the present. This can be challenging, especially if we're still processing the emotions from the relationship. However, it's essential to let go of the past and focus on the present and future. Here are some tips on how to move on from a bad relationship. Let go of the past. This means letting go of any resentment, anger, or hurt feelings we may have toward the other person. It's important to forgive them and ourselves and move on. Focus on the present. Instead of dwelling on the past, focus on the present moment. Engage in activities that bring you joy and happiness, and spend time with people who uplift and support you. And set goals for the future. When we have something to look forward to, it can help us move on from the past. Set goals for yourself, whether it's a career goal or a personal goal, and work toward achieving them. Using bad relationships to become better individuals. While bad relationships can be difficult, they can also be opportunities for growth and self-improvement. Here are some ways we can use these experiences to become better individuals. Reflect on what went wrong. Take the time to reflect on what went wrong in the relationship and what you can learn from it. This can help you avoid making the same mistakes in the future. Practice self-improvement. Use the experience to work on yourself and become a better person. This may mean working on your communication skills, setting boundaries, or practicing self-care. Stay optimistic. Remember that bad relationships happen for a reason, and that reason is to help us grow and learn. Stay optimistic and look for the positive in the situation. In conclusion, bad relationships are a natural part of the human experience, and they can be challenging and emotionally draining. However, it's essential to handle them with grace and positivity, communicate openly and honestly, set boundaries, take responsibility for our actions, and practice self-care. Once we've handled the bad relationship, it's important to let go of the past, focus on the present, and set goals for the future. Finally, we can use these experiences to become better individuals by reflecting on what went wrong, practicing self-improvement, and staying optimistic. Remember that bad relationships happen for a reason, and that reason is to help us grow and learn. Thank you for watching.